This wonderful alliance was launched in 2001. From the Wharton point of view, it's very much been part of us expanding our international footprint, giving our students and faculty access to alternative avenues to pursue research and teaching in international environments.
INSEAD has 3 campuses, France, we have Abu Dhabi, we have Singapore, but you cannot really be a business school for the world without having some kind of a connection with the United States.
When the Alliance was formed, there was no template for it, so it was a great opportunity to create something from scratch and to figure out how to make these two quite different but complementary business schools work together and create something of value.
Biggest activities would be MBA, Executive MBA, PhD program, and then faculty and research.
Executive MBA is important to both schools, and recently we've been experimenting with joint endeavors.
For the first time, we put our students together in the same classroom. So we ended up visiting a lot of startups which are in the news.
I'm working right now on a startup. My startup essentially is producing anti-counterfeit solutions to be implemented on medicine. And I thought going to INSEAD would enable me to learn about differences in corporate cultures across different continents.
They're in a different environment, interacting with a different set of students, a different set of faculty. And I think that's a meaningful experience for our students. You can't be domestic these days. You have to be thinking globally.
There are many advantages that the Alliance can bring PhD students. The first and the most obvious is financial, but then it goes much deeper than that. Being part of a huge, vibrant intellectual community really helps you develop as the kind of scholar that is going to do research that actually makes an impact.
You know, for me, I come at my research kind of thinking about, well, what have I learned from where I've worked previously? And when you're speaking to people who perhaps worked in a different cultural context, you know, they've got different insights, different experiences, and it really kind of helps you to develop your ideas and your thinking to hear what they've experienced and the questions that that's raised in their head.
When I teach international business, for some it's an introduction into the topics, but having 1 or 2 INSEAD students in the room, the two-way exchange of ideas, of life experiences, of research is really valuable.
In some ways, the faculty complement one another. We have somewhat different strengths.
I started a completely new research collaboration because of the INSEAD Alliance. And it brought me a student and a colleague. It supported us and led to a really important publication on meditation and its influence on decision making.
So they say it takes a village, and I think it's a very welcoming and helpful village.
When the alliance was initially signed in 2001, it was absolutely unique. Nobody else had anything similar. And I still think nobody else does. To have this kind of a collaboration that still remains unprecedented 15 years later.
On this 15th anniversary of the INSEAD Alliance, I can only say I am very glad that it is here. It brought the world to me and made a difference on the research front.
Just every year it seems like there's a new innovation, there's a new event, there's a new opportunity for exchange, and so there's been a steady and beneficial deepening of the relationship over the years, and I'm sure there'll be more to come.
The Alliance over time has formed a really fantastic community of young scholars, and that's where new ideas are going to come from, that's where new collaborations are going to emerge.
We have the strengths of faculties at Wharton, faculties at INSEAD. Together we are the biggest business school in the world.